Hi guys. All right, it's a new day. Today is the 19th. This first video that I'm going to talk about today, it has to do with a vision that I had on Monday night, and I believe that was the 16th. And the reason that I think that this is significant is this is when the Lord began showing me that this new love language does indeed include numbers, because if you add 1 and 6, you get 7. All right. Now, this was not the first time that the Lord showed me this. Okay. I just want to be honest with you guys about this. First of all, before I get into this, let me just say, good morning. Let me say, the 5 videos that I uploaded yesterday on the pause, right, I have put those in a playlist. The playlist is over on my other channel, my Lively channel, okay? And what I did as well, those last videos of the meat that are in the Lessons from My Camping Journal, because they are in reference to Genesis, I have not only included them in the Lessons from My Camping Journal playlist, but I have taken, I believe that there are 6 of them. I have taken those and I have put those, it's not a word. I've placed those in a playlist that I already created called Lessons from the Gardener. Now, when I started Lessons from the Gardener, okay, I meant for that to be what God was revealing to us about the garden experience where Adam and Eve were as the first man and woman. So because those videos reference Adam and Eve especially, I put those underneath the series of Lessons from the Gardener. Now, there aren't that many videos in that series because the Lord has been taking me to other things, and there's just been a big, huge transition for me, okay? But there are playlists on my other channel, Lessons from the Gardener, which will include the newest ones that we did on this channel, that are included in the Lessons from My Camping Journal. So see, what I've done is I took those videos, they're in 2 places. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. They're entitled Lessons from My Camping Journal. But because they pertain to Eve, I put them in the garden series. Okay? So then I made another playlist called Lively Videos. Lively, the new channel. And then I put the pause videos 1 through 5. So if you missed the ones from yesterday, or perhaps you want them on a playlist and you want to share them, I've gotten a couple of you who have said to me, that pause series was really wonderful, a wonderful tool. I put them in a playlist because if you're going to share them, you might as well share the playlist and let them watch 1 through 5. Okay, that's just for you, if you want to. All right, just made that easier by doing it that way. All right, I have no idea what's in store for today. Okay, I don't have any coffee in my hand. Okay, I don't know, that was from yesterday. I haven't received any yet. Okay, so what I want to share with you today, right now, is about my vision that I had on Monday night, the 16th. Now, it was really the morning of the 17th, but it was the 16th because when I started out with the Lord, okay, the time during the night just runs over. To me, it's all the same, okay? I seek the Lord late at night, okay? And so that's when this began, right? The Lord has been placing this upon my heart since I got back from my trip. Now, as you know, I started this channel on June 15th. All right. There's significance to that, too. See, the Lord, all of a sudden, it seems as if He's had me looking at these numbers. Now, I'm not a numbers person. Okay? I don't like math. I'll just be honest. Okay? You can ask my kids. When it comes to math, I'm limited as to what I can do. I don't like it that much. I just don't. It's not my study. Okay? Give me English or give me history. Math, okay? I never saw a need for it. But what I am beginning to understand is that the language does include numbers. He's pointing these things out to me because they're not something that I see from my own mind. Okay? Like, for example, the 16th is 6 and 1. It's 7. All right? 7 is extremely important. 10 has been extremely important. And 12 is extremely important. Now, what there is to say about 15 is that it's broken into 10 and 5, or it can be broken into 5, 5, 5, which he's been showing me, where 5 represents Penta, or Pentecost, the number 5. Okay? And we get 10 times 5 in multiplication, 50. Okay? 50. Right? That's Pentecost. All right? It's also the 50th year is Jubilee. Okay? Now, I began this channel on June 15th. Right? June is the halfway mark of the year. And 15 is the halfway mark of the month. So the divide of the middle is June the 15th. And that's when I transitioned, in the midst of the time. That's what he's been showing me, the midst. All right. Now, it's as if he's in the divide and now I'm in the divide. I know that sounds crazy. But all of this time, I've not quite been shown as clear as I am now where he has me, because I've just followed out of obedience, and now he is beginning to show me the meaning behind it, because I am seeing more now of its purpose, because I've been studying it. You've heard me talk about purpose, potential, and productivity. When I speak those words, the Lord gives me a greater understanding. He's working in the water, stirring the water, pouring the water, but you are the one that begins the water, or the words. They're coming from your wellspring. Okay, and remember, what you have in your wellspring is life. So I'm learning not to be shocked when something grows from what I'm doing, but it hasn't always been that way. I haven't always had that eye of vision, and not many do. I have understood God in many areas in my life, but the idea of understanding that He actually spoke something into existence, and if He is powerful enough, and He is, to speak things into existence, and language has that much effect. You can only go to the scriptures on the tongue, and you can find out about its two sides. Okay? It is the cloven tongue, two sides. It's either you're using your words for gain or for destruction. Do you want to know what that cloven tongue looks like? It's two-sided. The serpent cut the hole and made two. Clip. Now it's divided. In the divide now, okay, there is not wholeness and not completeness, but now your tongue can be used to speak the language of whichever kingdom you are in. All right. Okay. I want to tell you about my vision. I just don't know if I'm going to have time on this video now that we're at the 10-minute mark. what I want to finish saying to you about this, because God is pouring this out about our mouth. I think that there are many of us with this type of ability, and this training that we're undergoing is revealing to us things we have that we didn't know. And what I believe it likens to is Jesus' 12 apostles. Okay, 12, the number of foundation. Oh, that reminds me, last night as I was laying there, he reminded me of him at 12 years old. He said to me those words that I have read over and over. Dost thou not know that I must be about my Father's business? The word business, its whole meaning is around an order. If you run a business, someone is the CEO. Someone is the backing backbone, the spine, holding it together. But then there are the workers in the business that are overseen by the managers, the directors, the executive officers that oversee the workers. There is a level in business. You have the higher CEO, who is the chief, and he is in touch with the other executives that individually branch out and cover specific levels in management. Then under that level, there are those who work in that task. They're overseeing the work from the purpose of the business, but they are being directed by someone above them. This is the way that God created the world. You look no further than the garden and you find that this place that God created for man to be, what did he do? He made Adam CEO of that place. He put him in charge, and the animals were under Adam's, I would say, authority, but what we're understanding here from the Bible about this is that what Adam got to do was name them. When I hear the word name, oh my goodness, do you not know that we have discussed this calling and name when we've discussed mother and maternal? And it came up also in our study of giant. What you need to understand about what the Lord is just pouring out as all of these things are coming together. There is a Father's business. Okay? You can look at the world and you can see how things are in order, and you must know that God is behind it all. Some things go really well. Some things don't. It doesn't matter. He's in charge of both. Okay? The more you see of God, the more you realize that, okay, those two trees, they're really one. You master one, which is our horizontal level, so you can become vertical, and that is an eternal position. All right, so this training he's been teaching us, extremely important. The Lord's business. Let's talk more about this probably today, but the next video will be my vision. All right, Talk to you soon. Bye.